Civil War, part 1 of 3 episodes. We have been a good coordination. The Civil War was a divisive conflict that is the most divisive in American history. And by the way, this is the first complete image of American history that I'll get the most I can, because woe doesn't the nation is inspired for what we need to learn. We need to learn the Mr. Way. Okay. By the way, the Mr. Way is ideas that is court. But the Civil War was a divisive conflict, and how it started was a big question, and that's why we need to learn the Mr. Way. The Civil War is a perfect not good. It was caused mostly in the issue of slavery. Cotton land is South is really caused by slaves, and the South is adding more on their slavery issue. That's why we need to learn the Mr. Way. And it's a question is why they don't want Lincoln to be elected. Lincoln is elected. They succeed from a union, and the Confederate States of America formed, and that's the cause of the Civil War. But the remaining Civil War was hoped a big series, because you have to remain the issues of conservatization, and during the Civil War, I think the one thing that the nation learned was at Fort Sumter, but I don't think so. I think Battle of Shiloh was the one the nation learned about it. Fort Sumter, the first battle of the Civil War, was when Confederate forces fired at Fort Sumter, saying, "We rule this land, stop bothering us," and which forth the Civil War began. In the fact that the Civil War was a medical war, the Battle of Shiloh changed history. Okay, a few months. I'm gonna go through this in 3 episodes. It's gonna be hard because what the heck? I can't merge 4.25 years in 1 episode. Actually, I could, but I won't. And the issue of the Civil War is why America is a emerging power that occasions. But the Civil War changed history. One of the lessons is the fact that after Fort Sumter, a few months later, there was a Battle of Shiloh, and it was a battle that taught the nation in 1862. But go back to 1861, and talk about the issue of the invasions, which happened in 1861. A vital idea of Civil War is when the Confederate States were really winning, and it was this part 1 of 3 video. So the ideas of the Civil occasions, people were fighting tremendously, and the past few, and it really changed in 1862 at the Battle of Shiloh. The Battle of Shiloh was a changing of history, and a merging of the powers that emerged today to the Mr. Way, because during the past few months, the Battle of Shiloh was one great Union victory, but at a very tremendous cost that really emerges to the next times of the Civil War and the issues in the Civil War, because you have to say that Civil War is a emerging war, a war that emerges through the fact of what us today, and really shapes tomorrow, as well as you during yourself should learn that this is a war that incorporates the issues of it was a bloody conflict. And I think Battle of Shiloh changed everything, because the war it vetted its occasion. Also, in 1862, August 1862, Abraham Lincoln did his Emancipation Proclamation and kettled to free the slaves. It didn't really free the slaves, because the South was like, we're not a union, so this doesn't make any sense. That's what the South is saying to the Lincoln's ideas. I'm about to leave here in a few seconds, but I'm quoting the Civil War is a divisive conflict. In the next 2 episodes, we'll experience the rest of the war and occasions. So goodbye. To learn one thing, the occasions of Civil War is still with us. Goodbye. The Civil War with us tomorrow.